Yes, Tony's still beavering away over there in Gite number 2. It's not on a very nice day today, although we desperately need the rain. It'll be very good for the grass. And look at my poor plants over there. We have tried to keep watering, and I think they're still alive, but you can see the brown leaves. What's been done since I last filmed, Tony? You're just pointing. Right. Well, that's all looking a bit different. Tony has boxed in the, well, there's a big lump of concrete in the middle of our floor, so he's boxed it over.
It was a well cover.
It was a well cover, where an old well was covered in. So we certainly didn't want to be messing around with it. And Tony's boxed it all in, and it looks much neater, and that is going to be partly under the bed. So you've left a little bit either end.
Because I run out.
Oh, I see, right, not for any particular reason, just because you've run out of the trim. Yeah. Okay. So Tony will finish doing the trim when he gets another bit. Right, now what we're going to do with this stone wall is what we did in the other little bathroom, only there'll be a little bit more of it in here. So we'll dig out all the loose stuff.
See you at the back.
That's a job for me. And do some pointing. So we're going to keep the sink. That's an old sink there. That would have gone straight out of the wall. So we're going to keep that as a feature. The wall's not too good behind that, so that is going to be plasterboarded behind that. So we're going to keep the stone either side of the window. And obviously we're going to keep the stone on the fireplace. And now Tony's started plasterboarding in the bathroom. Now he's finished grouting all the floor. The floor's looking good. Let's stand back. The floor is actually looking really good. I really like that. Well, it's been cracking on. Let's go get a view of this side. And this will be the door into the toilet from this side. Then we're going to need to get John the electrician to come back, put some spots in for us so we can see what we're doing, and get the plumber back to fit the bathroom, but we haven't bought that yet. So that's a job for this week, some shopping. Yes, Tony's just pointed out that he needs to do skirting all around the edges here, which will be done in this stone, the same as the floor.
Get in here.
I'm just looking at the angle on the top there where the roof slopes down, but then that's just typical for this house, isn't it?
This is what it is.
On the light. Oops. Well, as you can see, I've made a start on the stonework. That's a dusty old job, but I think it's going to look really good once it's all repointed. And that wall next to it there is going to have a plasterboard that will be scribed into it once I've repointed it all. Yeah, so this is a wet weather job. So I've been indoors today because it's been raining. I have jobs to get on with in the potager, in the garden. But hopefully the weather's going to be better tomorrow, so I can have a go at that tomorrow, and then I'll come back to this. The sun has actually just come out. But yeah, I've got this bit to do here. I've got to finish this bit in the corner here and round behind that old stone sink there. And then behind the door over here, I'm also going to do, so that bit there. I think that's really going to keep a little bit of character in the room. But yeah, it's not a very nice job. Very dusty, so I need a drink. Oh, it's time for a cup of tea. Right, I've come out in my potager. Unfortunately, it's getting a little bit wild out here. I haven't done much work to it for a little while, so I'm going to have a bit of a clear up. It's come towards the end of the season, and I'm still cropping lots of things. I'm still cropping loads and loads of tomatoes. I've got runner beans have all gone a bit wild here. Earlier in the season, didn't get too many runner beans because it was just so dry. They just went hard and they weren't very nice to eat. But there's a whole second batch coming where I planted another lot. They're all intertwined with these, but as you can see at the moment, there's quite a few fresh beans. So I'm going to get a whole new crop of those, thankfully. French beans have sort of come to an end now, so I've left those to go to seed, so I can put some seeds for next year. I've still got beetroots, still picking spring onions or scallions, and all my lettuce have gone to seed now, so I'm going to pull those out today because hopefully they've spread some of that seed and I've saved some. I've got the pumpkin plants to pull out because they've finished and I've collected all the pumpkins up, although I've still got some butternut squash. So that's what I'm up to at the moment. Oh, what I've just spotted. I'll eat those in a moment. What are you up to?
I'm writing my book.
You're writing your book. Well, that's that little bit tidied. Pulled a few weeds out and tidied it up, dug the top over a little bit because it's all a bit crusty and dry. I do have still got some peppers coming over there and cherry tomatoes. You can see lots of cherry tomatoes on there, and of course my green beans. Oh, can you spot the butternut squash? There's another one in there somewhere as well. But yeah, not much on the butternut squash this year, again because it's been so dry. Right, on to the next bit. Let's decide where to go next. I'm going to have a tidy up in this one next. This is where the 2 or 3 big pumpkin plants were, but they've all died back now. I've collected all the pumpkins, and now it's getting full of weeds, and so is it on the floor where all the pumpkin leaves were hiding the weeds. So that's my next bit. Triffid. Well, that's one of my pumpkin patches cleared, ready for something else to go in. I still have some leeks I have to plant out, so I'll probably put those in here. And I still have some peppers growing here, and then behind that, they're getting very big, is a row of parsnips. So I'm hoping that they're going to be ready for Christmas dinner. And then behind that we have what's left of the French beans. Now there's still a lot on there, and we didn't get to eat them all. I left a lot on there to go to seed, but I've got rather a lot of seeds, so I'll probably have to give some of those away. Over there you can see one of my tomato plants and see what I'm dealing with at the moment, because I picked them all yesterday and now there's another load. Right, as I said, I've got some leeks still to plant out. I've already planted one pot. These I sowed a couple of months ago. Let's get rid of the weed. And what I'm going to do is, these are quite easy to plant. What we need is a wooden stick, or in my case an old wooden spoon that I use as a dibber. And I'll just make rows of holes, put the individual leeks in, and then just top the whole lot with water, as you'll see. I'm going to start at one end and see how far I get. Loosen these up. Here we are. Now I'll just pull them individually, gently, tease the roots apart and poke each one in a hole. Well, there we are. I finished planting them out. They all look a bit scruffy, but they will perk up after a couple of days and a good watering. So I'm not sure if we're going to get any rain in the next couple of days. We might do. If not, I'll make sure they're watered. And yeah, there's about 50 or 60 leeks in there. And I already planted about 50. I'll show you. Excuse the little weeds that have already come up. These were planted a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, time to do some weeding there. But yeah, they're all doing fine. See, they've all stood up now. And they've all survived. So that's about 100 leeks I will have for the winter. Okay, so Tony's running out of jobs, is that right? Yeah. What have you done just recently then? Architraves. There's architraves around the bathroom. And the doors and the windows. There's the architraves around here, that's good. He's finished off his plasterboarding. Oh, he's put some architraves on this window as well. Sorry, you can't see that very well, but yeah. Oh. Yeah, so we've got architraves around there. And he's put the other little edging pieces on. Now he's been and bought some more of the timber work there. He's finished grouting the floor. Really pleased with the way that's turned out. Oh, he's been putting some, well, he's put timber skirting on there because he needed to bring it out because it's going to have stone skirting. Yeah, it's been busy. He's been putting some architraves on this doorway here as well. Yeah, it's been very busy. Now we need to ask John to come back and do a bit more on the electrics. Oh yeah, architrave on that one. He's finished boxing in either side of the fireplace there. Oh, he's still got to refurb this cupboard. Then it's a lot of decorating. Then we need to go shopping and buy a kitchen and bathroom. Yep, architraves on there. Architraves on this window. Huh. Excellent, you have been busy. Well, we can't see much in here. Oh, and it does have a hanging out light, but yeah, he's done the architraves in there as well. Right, Tony's going to help me try and prop my runner beans back up. Yeah, I think that's what we need to try and lift it back. I mean, if you lose something in the process, it doesn't matter, but it's heavy. It's got a string on it, see, we're holding up. Yeah. Yeah, most of the screen's broken as well. Try and get a bit more screen or something. Ah! Now, see, look. I'm going to have to get some string across the top. trying to find the actual post. It's in the middle of here somewhere. Here, like that. I might be able to just tie it. I don't know if you're going to be able to screw this thing. No. 6 miles away from it at the moment. Very difficult to get it anywhere near. I think it's just going to break again at the bottom here. So it's got the string on it, see? Yes. Right, get it together at the top. Possible. There's a lot of pressure on it. It's not holding it, is it? I don't know if that's going to get up and a bit. Or something. There's miles of it down there. It's not really right. Ah, it's coming to the top as well. It's not going to work like that. I'm going to have to put some more string up to hold this bit up. At least we might be able to save some of them. There's a lot more beans still coming.
Stick across the top there.
Well, actually, a stick across the top might help, and I could probably put some string under it. Yeah? Tony's going to put another stick across the top, so I can then try and lift these up a bit.
Mind yourself of these screws here.
Yeah. Come back down afterwards and put some sets up. They're obviously not big enough though, to hold the corner. very much. Right, I need some string now.
I'll leave you to it now.
Right, I've got some string. It doesn't need to last very long. What do you need a hand with?
Well, one of my balls has snapped.
Boards?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Right, I'm coming.
I don't put it up. I usually do them with myself, but if I don't put it up two-handed, it's going to snap it up.
Okay, I'm coming. Right, I'll just show you. Well, we've propped them up slightly. It's not perfect. I might need to prop it up a bit more on the other side. But at least it's pulled them up off of the ground, and we should still continue to get a few more beans. It doesn't look very pretty. But yeah, it will save part of the crop. And then we can redo it in the spring again. A bit stronger this time, I think, because there's an awful lot of weight on those sticks. But yeah, they're still flowering well. Right, oh yeah, I see.
Probably not going to work, but I'm going to give it a go.
We're going to try and get it up there and save it, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just switch this off.
Where's it trapped?
I don't know. On that,
That's on the very end.
on the cut edge. What can I pass you? A Stanley knife? Stanley blade?
No.
Okay. Right, so it's snapped in the middle, so we're trying to save it. But it doesn't quite fit. Ah. Trouble is, the more you move it, the more likely it is to break. Oh, mind your eyes. Has it got to go all the way along? seems to be looser in the middle bit. Ah. Yeah, it's not going up in the middle though, is it? Look. It's still stuck in the middle.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Stuck in the middle with you. Ah. Oh. Oh dear. Is that dust? You don't need me to hold this anymore, do you?
No.
Right. Done a piece of wood.
Hey.
That's a bit low, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that TV? Okay.
It's not a lot. Doesn't need to go up much, but yeah, it's not straight. What?
A piece of wood.
Oh, well look. So anyway, we seem to have saved it from breaking. Yeah. No props in the way. That moved. That's better.
Yeah.
Right, shall I make us a cup of tea?
Good idea.
Okay. Right, the pool is being emptied as well. We've got a couple of warm days forecast. So, yeah, it's gradually emptying itself all over the courtyard. Shame, but it'll be packed away. It'll be dried up and packed away, and it'll be well used next year. We've come to another Brocantes. This is Saint-Sever-sur-Indre. I like that mirror. We have a bed set, very similar. €60, not bad. What's that, a cannon? Mind you, how would you move it? You need a crane. Oh, what's that tone? Saw bench. Oh, Oh, look at the sofa over there.
I know. €41.
No.
Yes.
Oh, and no, look at these chairs with the stripes. They're good. We need some extra ones.
Loads of them, look.
Yeah, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 200. But they're such good condition, look.
Yeah.
They're pretty, they all look pretty good. I can't see the ones over there so much, but they're in good condition. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's sold, that one. But it's beautiful. And there's another bed here, look, €85. We've got to go inside.
Go inside quickly for all.
Yeah.
I know.
€25. And the console.
Look at this fabric, isn't it? Oh, it's the shapes is over there.
Tone, are these big stone troughs, Tony? Are they for sale, those big stone troughs?
That's €25.
Well, best we buy some things. Look, there's a little stove here. Oh, its legs fallen off. But €45 for that. Its legs fallen off, Tony, but that's not unfixable, is it? Oh my word, that's so cheap. Right, let's go inside and have a look quick. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, look at that mirror. And the little bedside, isn't that cute? £170 for that mirror. Tony, look. I like that. I know we've only got 5 saucepans to go on it though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got a big copper spoon.
€38.
Yeah. Look at the carving on it, it's lovely. And look at the hooks, look, they've got face on. Oh, they're not super old, but I rather like it. Did you see the mirror in the corner?
Yes.
170.
Yes.
Oh, he's had a bit stuck back on the corner here. Look, you can see the glue up that corner there. But what a nice picture.
Was it 75?
Yeah, I think that's more for the frame than the picture. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of pictures. Let's have a look.
Nice.
Look at that wardrobe.
Yes.
That's very much like the one at the Chateau. Look, 380. Well, it's got the shelves then. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at the vases. That's €80 for a pair and $120 for the one in the middle. Beautiful buildings around the square. Little house there's really pretty as well. It's got that trumpet vine, but it's obviously years old because it's got a tree trunk